Yo, what up? It's your boy Raul, and I'm really stoked to be talking to y'all about electricity. Let's go. What is electricity? Well, we refer to electricity as the flow of electric charge. This flow of electric charge comes about through super tiny charged particles. These are referred to as electrons. Now these electrons, they hang out on the outside of atoms. They hang out there so that they can easily jump from one to another. See, now they're attracted by the center of these atoms, these positive nuclei, or nucleus, with a proton and a neutron. Neutron's got a neutral and or negligible charge. Proton's got a positive charge. So your negatively charged electron is attracted to the nucleus. To get them to bounce from one to the other, we need to push and pull them. Typically, in large commercial generators, we have a flow of charge where we have electrons going from one to another. Now, the only way we can really do that is if we have something to create it. Create what? Well, create the flow of electric charge. We create the flow of electric charge using magnets and coils. Coils are conductive materials. So we spin the magnet, and the magnet, as it spins, is going to have a positive side and a negative side, a north pole and a south pole. These will push and pull electrons, thus creating the flow that we require for electricity. So here, we have a magnet spinning inside a coil. Now you're probably wondering, what is spinning that magnet? Well, turbines turn the magnets inside that wire coil, inside a generator, to make electricity. That's what a turbine looks like. It's basically a giant propeller that takes an external force attached to a shaft, attached to a magnet, spinning inside of a coil. Here, for instance, we've got a force coming in like wind or steam or water. It spins a turbine, which is essentially a giant propeller encased inside a cylinder, just like that image I showed you before, connected to a shaft, which is just a big steel rod or another material rod that's going to spin a magnet inside of a wire or a coil. Now that spinning is going to flow electric charge, and that flow is what's going to give us electricity. Goes out to the power lines and gets distributed to us. So what is spinning the turbine? Yeah, you guessed it. We have renewable energy and non-renewable energy as external forces. Here's an example of 3 of the most common fossil fuels, non-renewable energies: oil, natural gas, and coal. We refer to these as fossil fuels because that's where they come from. Dead plants and organisms that have died over a long time ago. We're talking millions of years, like millions and millions and millions of years. They die and they get buried, pushed underground under tremendous amounts of pressure and heat and temperature, all of that to create a drop of oil or a little bit of gas or a lump of coal. So it takes millions of years to produce these, but we are actually consuming them way faster than millions of years that it takes to produce them. That's why we refer to them as non-renewable. For example, if you had a glass of water and you took a sip of water, you would be depleting the water in your glass. Now, if I told you I would put a drop of water in for every sip of water you took, yeah, that might help you stretch that glass of water out a little bit. But because I'm only putting a drop in and you're taking a full mouthful sip, you will finish that water before I can refill it for you. That is a great way to look at fossil fuels and how non-renewable they are. We can't put back into the ground as fast as we're taking it out. And that brings us to the next point. What is a renewable energy? You guessed it. A source of energy that cannot be depleted by use. So if we go back to our water example, if you are drinking from a glass, I'm putting in as much as you're taking out, so you'll never notice the glass ever empty. Or, in other terms, we refer to it as self-regenerating. Here's the 5 renewable energies that we're going to look at today. Fun fact, most of these all have to do with the sun. I'll let you guess which one doesn't as we move forward. So why is renewable energy important? Well, renewable energy is self-regenerating. Renewable energy won't see any depletion. That means that it's energy that will last for generations on generations, and all countries and all across the globe can have access to it because we never have to worry about running out. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please send them along to enviroed@clean.ns.ca. Peace out.